lying to stupid people. That is unparliamentary. I would like you to withdraw, and then you proceed with the motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I withdraw the word stupid. But I will not withdraw because it's a matter of fact that our rate of inflation is at 9.6%. And I'm debating why 8% is reasonable. So, Honorable Banti and Honorable Junet, you had your chance to explain, and we give you a chance. So let me speak to hustlers. The other products that are available in the market, Madam Speaker, Tala and Branch are the most popular digital loans in this country. The interest rate of Tala is between 84 and 152% per annum. The rate of interest for Branch is between 156 and 348% per annum. And we're saying, because we care about the access to credit of that person at the bottom of the pyramid, who will not have access to circle borrowing like some of us, who has no security or collateral to take to the bank for the loans, we are giving you a solution. This solution will take you away from the yoke of Tala, the yoke of Branch, the yoke of Mshwari, and the yoke of all these other funds that, Mr. Speaker, continue to jeopardize the life and the safety and the health of these hustlers, Madam Speaker. To give you another example, Boda people now, Madam Speaker, are getting loans to buy motorcycles. But these sellers of motorcycles have been very shrewd in how they advance these loans, because they don't make it a fund. They tell you, come, pick a boda from us and pay 300 shillings, Madam Speaker. And then you will pay, and they'll urge you to pay and pay. But when you only have 1 or 2 installments left, they will come and take away that motorcycle, Madam Speaker. And that's what you're telling hustlers, that you have a chance to own that motorcycle without having the risk of you paying through the principal all these months, only for that motorcycle to be taken away when you have only 1 or 2 installments left, Madam Speaker. The credit ratings in this country, Madam Speaker, that has been used by the banks, if you default your loan once or twice, Madam Speaker, then you get to lose.
Honorable Jessica Mbalu, what is out of order, Honorable Jessica?
Honorable Speaker, I'm getting confused. When the members debate and say this is a hustlers fund, seriously, I've not seen anywhere written hustlers fund. Let us follow the motion. It is financial inclusion fund. Financial inclusion fund. Unless, Speaker, you have a different order paper.
Commonly referred to as. Honorable members, the Honorable Jessica has raised a valid matter. So please refer to the motion as stated. However, when members are debating, honorable members, they are allowed to make use of the language that resonates with their electorates. However, I would like to urge you, make reference to the order paper as it is. You may proceed, Honorable Kimani. You still have some time.
You know,
I'll give you a minute more because because of the disturbances.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We call it Financial Inclusion Fund. And for the sake of my debating this for the rest of my minutes, I would like to refer to it as, in my way my people understand, as a hustlers fund, Madam Speaker. I talked about the motorcycles. And I said, Madam Speaker, before I was interrupted, we have found businessmen that are now operating as financial institutions. And for them to escape the procedures that have been laid by this House in terms of regulations of opening of financial institutions, they are the ones lending directly these motorcycles to these boda riders, Madam Speaker. And they will wait until you have 1 or 2 installments to pay, and they come and take away those motorcycles, Madam Speaker. And I have numerous of those cases. And these are the people, Madam Speaker, we want to save by start of this fund, Madam Speaker. A lot has been said about how much is enough. And they said 50,000 is nothing. 100,000 shillings is nothing. But let me tell you, honorable members, when I speak about the people that have elected me twice to this parliament, the great people of Molo, there's so many of them, that just having more, that is 10,000, that is 10% interest per day, Madam Speaker. And these are hardworking people, these are hardworking Molo people that want to earn their sweat, that want to have the dignity of work, not to have somebody follow them and just wait just when they're selling their wares. Then they have somebody who is there asking them to take their 10,000 shillings back at 10% interest, Madam Speaker. Most of members in this honorable house have access to cheap credit. Whether it is a bank overdrafts in our banks because we have pay slips, whether it is our SACCO savings because we are able to save in a SACCO, or whether it is loans at the bank because we have securities to take to the banks, Madam Speaker. But how about we stopped our political differences and supported this bill, Madam Speaker? How about we don't just oppose it? How about if we enrich this motion, Madam Speaker? Because when we roll out this fund, it's not just going to be accessible and useful to Kenya Kwanza people, Madam Speaker. It's going to be accessible and in use to all members of this Republic of Kenya as per these regulations, Madam Speaker. So I urge this honorable house, let us enrich this motion. If you, instead of just opposing it, bring an amendment. And if you convince us that that amendment that you're bringing here will make this fund more accessible, more convenient, cheaper to the people of the Republic of Kenya, we will be happy to support you. And I'll start, and I'll be the first one to support this, Madam Speaker. Lastly, Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, we are legislators. We could bring an amendment, whether it is an act of parliament or I'm just saying, let us have the fund accessible to Kenyans, and if you have something good to add, improve on this debate, Madam Speaker, not just opposing for the sake of opposing, Madam Speaker. Lastly, I would like to urge Kenyans, let us get into the culture of saving. Let us get to the culture of honoring our debt obligations. And this fund, Madam Speaker, in the regulations, have a way of scoring, credit scoring, so that the more you are able to pay, the more you honor your loan obligation, then the higher amounts you qualify, the more you save, the government is matching that savings on you, so that at least this